not happy. Still not happy. I told you I'm not happy. Hey guys, it's not that bad. But I tell you, this buggy here, this dune buggy, this thing has given me so much grief. I just need spark in the engine, okay? And oh, it's never ending. I'm gonna give you guys a little tour. Okay, so here is my my spark story, my ignition. Oh, the saga of this. You know, I tell you, this here is the original stator, and where this thing goes is right underneath the flywheel, right there. And this thing sits in underneath there. And there's permanent magnets here in this flywheel, so when it spins, it creates current off of these windings, so that the charging system will work and the ignition system has its power so it can have spark. So it's a pretty critical part. So got the engine off eBay, you know, used of course. It's a 2004 Polaris Sportsman 700, and so I got it running, and but the charging system didn't work. So it turns out that the stator had a problem with it, so one of the windings. So I sent it out to get it rewound. And I got the machine back, or I got the stator back, and I put it in, and I had spark and I had the charging system working, but that only lasted for like, you know, maybe an hour and a half, and then I had no spark. Great, so now what? So I did some testing on that stator number 2 that I put in there, the rewound one, and turns out that one of the wires, you know, there's 3 power wires on this stator and 1 ground. Turns out one of these wires was shorted out. That's stator number 2. You know, that's the one I just had it rewound. So great. So so now, you know, I'm not too happy. So so then I start looking around on eBay for another stator. I don't want to, you know, send the same one away to get it rewound again. It's probably, you know, I'm starting to catch on here that, you know, this is not a plan. So anyway, so I find one on eBay, and it's supposed to be a new one, and so I buy it. So I have a total of 2 stators here now. One that, you know, that was rewound and it's junk, and I put the other one in there. So great. So stator number 3, that's the one that's underneath the flywheel there right now. And so I've got that stator in there, and what do I got? I got no spark. I got nothing. So, okay, well, now I'm thinking, well, okay, well, I did some testing on these wires. So I tested the 3 power wires, and they all had the proper voltage, at least according to the guys that, that sold me the stator. And these are the 2 little wires that are for the pickup, and they also create some voltage, and I also did an ohm test on those. That seemed to test fine. So now what? So, well, I started looking around for a new, well, Polaris calls these an ignition controller. See, there's 2 spark plugs on the end there. And Polaris has a part number right on it. So I called Polaris, and they don't make these anymore. So I'm out of luck there. I can't buy a new one. So I'm looking on eBay, and it was pretty hard to find because they are, almost all of these Sportsmans are electronic fuel injected, and mine is a carb. So it took me over a month to finally nail one down on eBay, and found one. Buy it now. I got it right away, and so there it is right there. I used one. So I installed that, and still no spark. Still got no spark. So I bring my my machine away for a second opinion because you know, I'm running out of ideas here. You know, what now? So I bring it to a Polaris guy. He's been a dealer and fixing these machines for, you know, since I don't know, since forever. Anyway, so he does the testing on it, and he figures that that stator is not giving the correct readings when he tests it. He also suspected that maybe it was the pickup. That might also have a problem. So, you know, I can't, you know, and the ignition controller or the CDI box, you know, who knows? You know, all I get is just used parts. So anyways, I tracked down a part number. It's a complete ignition upgrade kit for this Sportsman 700. You get the new ignition controller, you get a new stator and a new pickup, even a new flywheel and some other little miscellaneous tidbits. So, but the guys at Polaris there, they're telling me, well, that whole kit is on back order for, you know, it was supposed to be till Friday. So I'll call next week and see if they're actually going to be able to ship that out, or is it actually going to turn into like a 6-month, you know, back order. That'll be my luck. But anyways, you know, I tell you, if this machine was like, you know, like my daily driver, or you know, I had to use this to get to work, or you know, this is how I made my money or my income, I tell you, I think I would have just lost it. You know, this thing would just, but fortunately it's just whatever. You know, I really want to make some video of this thing in the snow. It's almost March, and I tell you, I want to get this thing out there. So anyways, guys, I really want to you know, give you a bit of an update on this thing again. And it drives me nuts. It probably drives you guys nuts if you've seen this thing in my shop all the time. So anyways, guys, we'll talk to you later.